I was standing outside Molly's Cafe, and I decided to walk home through the Groves, which is a neighborhood that has really elaborate Christmas decorations. It was 11:15 by the time I finished touring the neighborhood. Mrs. Thorndike gave me a cup of cocoa, as it was pretty cold. I live about 3 miles from there, and as I was walking down Fremont Street, which is a pretty dark neighborhood, suddenly I saw a flash across the sky, and I thought, that's odd. There's lightning, but there's not a cloud in the sky. I decided to take a shortcut through Washington Elementary. It saves me about 6 minutes. I was walking across the playground, and there was a strange sound, and I got a little panicky, so I picked up my pace. I needed to throw my empty cocoa cup away, and I saw a trash can nearby. As I dropped my cup into it, I felt a whoosh behind me. I quickly turned around, and there he was, a chubby man wearing a red suit jacket and pants. He looked at me and said, "Ho, ho, ho," and I was like, "Who are you?" And he was like, "Don't you recognize me?" I thought, "You do look familiar around the eyes." And I said, "Are you my third grade teacher?" He said, "No. Doesn't the red suit, belly, and beard mean anything to you?" I said, "You're trying to tell me something, aren't you?" He said, "I'm Saint Nick, Kris Kringle, Santa Claus." And I was like, "You're kidding, right? All three?" He said, "Kitty, they're all different names for me, Santa." I thought, how does he know my name? So I asked him, and he said, "I know everybody's name. I know where you live. I know if you've been naughty or nice." I was shocked when Kitty told me about this. After all, we're usually together when strange things happen. It seems so far-fetched, but Kitty's my friend, so I believe her. Well, when he said he was Santa, I thought, this poor guy's off his rocker. I better get him to a facility that can help him. I asked him if he'd walk with me, and he said sure. So I turned toward town. I figured if I dropped him off at the hospital, they'd know what to do. Then I called Zena to come and pick me up there. I told Kitty to be careful, because you just never know. Then I jumped in my car and headed to the hospital. When we got to the hospital, we went into the emergency department. I told Santa to wait in the lobby for me. He thought we were there for me. I told him I wasn't feeling well. So this woman walks up to the counter and says she's brought a man in who thinks he's Santa Claus. I asked her, is he showing any signs of violence or anger? She said no, she was just concerned. I told her there's not really much we can do except to try to find his next of kin to come pick him up. I turned to get the old gentleman to come to the counter, and I was shocked to see that he was speaking to everyone in the waiting area. He even had a couple of kids on his lap. I was like, oh my gosh. I got to the hospital and I entered through the emergency doors, and there I saw a man wearing a red men's suit. He was chubby and he had a white beard. He was laughing like ho 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 like Santa, and I thought Kitty was right to bring him here where he could get some help. When Zena arrived, we tried to get him away from the people to come to the counter, but when he was done talking to the last one, he ran out the door, and we all saw this huge flash of light and he was gone. It was the strangest thing I've ever witnessed. The next day, Kitty got a note on her front door. I opened my door to leave for work, and there was a note attached to it, and it said, "Dearest Kitty, thank you so much for walking with me the other night. You were so kind to take me to the hospital, where I was able to speak to so many people and children. I haven't been able to do that in such a long time. Be sure to check your stocking for something special on Christmas morning. Love, Santa." I was like, that poor man, he really thinks he's Santa. Come Christmas morning, I looked in my stocking, and there was a gift card from Zena, some cologne from my boyfriend, and, to my surprise, a bottle of pepper spray with a note attached. The writing was the same as the writing on that note that I had gotten, and it said, "I thought you might be able to use this anytime you need to walk anywhere alone. Love, Santa." I thought, how did that strange man get inside my house?